Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Houston Astros.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Houston Astros.
And towing the mound for Houston in this one, number 38. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Ready to go? Here's Shohei Ohtani. And we are underway. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Got him. One down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And this is an offense with a ton of pop, top to bottom, Singy.
Yeah, well, some players will say that home runs are mistakes. They were just a little too quick. Not this club. They're looking to hit the ball over the fence. Not any speedsters in this lineup. Not players that were looking to run around the bases. They're looking to jog. And I expect to see that kind of approach in this one.
Down low. Freddie Freeman in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And the 1-0. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Ball 2.
Throws across the diamond. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play.
Batting third, catcher Will Smith.
2 outs, base is empty. And up to the plate is Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016.
D-Ride.
Rips that one to right. And that is that. Now here come the Astros. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
On the ground, out to short. Throw on to Freeman. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez in his 7th season, 28 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Ball.
Got him. 2 out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Two down, nobody on. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Hard hit left side. That's the inning. Scoreless after 1. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. That one misses. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Two one now. And that's outside. Fastball for a strike. Full count now.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one misses. So lead off walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And now it's Max Muncy. Big time power. Yeah, that's fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-2. In the dirt. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. There's a strike. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. The two-run shot, and the Dodgers have the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
One down, and now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 0-1.
Ball.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Matthews moving under it. That's out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ha-Seong Kim now at the plate. Climb the ladder with that fastball. 0-1.
Oh, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Ball. No.
The shortstop takes the ball. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Dodgers claw back a bit with this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. We head to the bottom of the second. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
Hey. Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This to center field. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
That pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
The 0-2. That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends him packing.
Center fielder. Right.
2 down, base is empty. And stepping in for the Astros, Bryce Matthews. In the air, right field, Tucker under it. And that is the third out of the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. On to the third inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Alex Freeland.
That's a ball. Hee-haw!
Late with the swing there.
Ball
Really
outside.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Ohtani. Struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
No.
High fly ball right field. Smith settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman.
Now it's Freddie Freeman. He always seems to have a smile on his face when we get a chance to talk with him, Chris.
Ball.
Freeman, one of those guys everyone wants on their team, and it's not only for that great smile of his. One thing that separates him is how much he cares about winning. Yeah, he's talented, but I don't think there's a selfish bone in his body.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner at first with 2 away. The batter now will be Will Smith. The 0-1. And he swings through that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
0-2 now.
Ball.
Freeman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And that is that. So the Dodgers leave 1. They're up 2-0. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. Ohtani back to work.
Yep.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's 1 down.
Batting 8th, catcher, Christian.
So here's Christian Vasquez. He's been a great free agent side. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Here's the 0-2. He goes down looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball
Just
outside.
missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That
Ball,
misses.
too high.
And the count's full.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Houston, on to the 4th. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Missed
Ball
with a
1.
changeup, And that's ball one.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
This one in the air right field. And a superb diving catch. What a play. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know, but man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Oh, 1 now. Foul ball there.
Ball.
And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. That one ripped left field, carrying well. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder,
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. That one's in there, 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Ball. Ball 2.
This one in the air center field. Matthews gets under it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, here's the Astros leadoff man, Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
He's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That one clips the outside corner, and the count is 0-2. Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Yordan Alvarez, who struck out swinging his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Correa gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Ball 2.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
1 out man at first. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. In the dirt, blocked. Throws to second. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second.
Ha!
And now it's 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Next for the Astros. First baseman.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. And now it's Christian Walker. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And that is strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. And now the count is even. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ball.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 2-run blast, and we're all square. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Base hit, and that extends the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Digging in, Bryce Matthews. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fought off foul. In the dirt. And a ball and 2 strikes. 99 miles per hour to finish him off. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Ready now for the 5th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Ball down. Ball.
He's
No.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Way outside. Full count now. On the ground, right side. Over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the
Next
fifth.
for the Dodgers, shortstop, Hesung Kim.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Grounded out his first time. Flares it into the outfield. Gets down, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you
next for
feel
the Dodgers,
really good about
second
what you
baseman,
did at the
Alex
plate. You
Freeman.
trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Stepping in, Alex Freeland.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swing and a ground
Foul
ball,
ball.
and that's just foul. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
So the lineup flips over. And next for LA, Shohei Ohtani. Now a quick throw to first. And he's
Safe.
back safely. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. One left for LA. Score remains 2-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Lake Trinan, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Number 70, a left-hander, also throwing. Here comes the 0-1. That
Ball
one
one.
missed. Tap foul at the plate. The 1-2. Struck him out looking. Strikeout number 8. Here's Christian Vasquez.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
High.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Misses the sweeper.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That one drilled left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Up next for the Astros, left fielder, Dustin Harris.
Dustin Harris, the next to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. The high heat, too much on that one. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here in Houston. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Bennett Sousa on the pitch here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. 1 for 2. And downstairs. The 1-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Next pitch is downstairs. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Steven Okert, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Blue ball also throwing. 3-0 down. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Got him looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Will Smith to the plate.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-0. And that is out of play. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Right through there for a strike. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Strike two. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Max Muncy at the dish. This guy with light tower power.
Ball.
Man at second. And fouled off. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom of the sixth. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Carlos Correa. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1. And there's a ball. Activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Klein getting cranked up as well. The 2-1. And there's a foul ball.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
On the ground to the left. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Up next for the Astros, third baseman, Yordan.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Yordan Alvarez. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying. Going. Gone. A solo shot. And they lead it. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Ohtani will depart, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Blake Trinan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
One down, and now Isaac Paredes. Ball one there. Swings here and blasts one left field. Gone into into the Crawford box is a home run. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they boost their lead. It's 4-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
At the plate, Christian Walker.
Ball one.
95 missed up top, and it's 1-0.
That's a ball. Ball
Just
three.
missed. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. That's ball four. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find the zone.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So, man aboard, Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. And that misses.
Down.
And that is ball one.
Inside.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Muncy drifts towards it. And there's two down.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder, Bryce.
So next up for Houston, Bryce Matthews. Walker off of first with two away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one ripped to left. That is the inning. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Steven Okert.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Teoscar Hernandez getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. That's to third and foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Ball.
These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Wastes no time there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Hae-Sung Kim.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate.
No. Don't want to get beat by a fastball in. And he spits on that one.
Towards first. And a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. The tying run at the plate. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Next to hit, Alex Freeland. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. That one inside, look out. Two now. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Ball, that hit him.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter.
Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. 0 for 3 in this one.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Tap foul at the plate. Two on, 2 outs. That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. 1-1 now.
Ball,
tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Here comes Pages around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Really important at bat coming up now.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Steven Okert won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. The Astros turn to a new arm of the mound, A.J. Blueball.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots. Freddie Freeman. Swings through that one for strike one. Here's 0-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. In the air, left field, Harris. Try to get to it, and that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for the
We're
Dodgers.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Number 70.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Cam Smith digs in now.
Cam Smith.
In the air to left center. Hernandez should have this one. One away.
Tell you what, I don't miss that old feature of Towles Hill here at Daikin Park. I used to be out there during batting practice, looking over my shoulder, hoping that they didn't hit one there during the ball game. And fortunately, they took it away after 2016. But when it was there, it was really tough to play center field, especially as a visiting player.
Vasquez, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. That clips the corner. Inside, almost got him. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one way inside. And he walked him. And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk.
Left fielder, Dustin.
Here's the left fielder, Dustin Harris. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in there at the knees.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
And a foul ball. Vasquez stands at first with 1 out. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Lead runner around second. Vasquez coming around third. Relay throw home, and he's out easily.
Well, this just can't happen right there. You can't try to score from first base with less than 2 outs unless you can pretty much walk across the ditch. And to get thrown out like that really throws water on the fire of a rally in this inning.
Now Correa up to hit, 1 for 3.
Ha!
And he'll one. On the ground to third. And it stays fair. Aim to score from third. And they lead by 2. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Down to number 2 hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Clearly didn't want to mess with him right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
First and second, 2 outs. Isaac Paredes will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Back here in Houston, we're at the top of the 8th. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
B-Ride.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
The 0-2.
No, that's a ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Here's a 1-2.
No.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Dodgers trailing by 2, and we're at the top of the 8th. Out towards right center field. Matthews under it. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman.
Here comes Max Muncy. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That
ball
is
1.
upstairs for ball 1.
No,
2-0 count to a guy like
outside.
this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Here.
And
Ball
that
3.
skips into dirt. Teoscar Hernandez waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. payoff pitch. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. A.J. Blueball out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Angel de los Santos.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike one.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away. Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. High fly ball lifted into near right field. And that is that. So the Dodgers leave one. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Leading off for the Astros, first baseman, Christian Walker.
Ball. Drive.
Just
that's
off
a
the
ball.
inside edge. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Freeman takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And next to hit for Houston, Jose Altuve. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. The 0-1. Ground ball left side. Slings to first in time.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder, Bryce.
Now here is Bryce Matthews.
No, too low. That's a strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-2. Stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that one hammered. And
That's a
that
foul
one is
ball.
foul, so we'll try it again. Next
Ball.
one misses. Ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Number 70 gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
They hand the
Dodgers.
ball over to a new arm, Edgardo Henriquez. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now, Cam Smith. Quick toss to first, and he's back in on a dive. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw! See!
Well, he looked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Matthews at second with 2 down. This one in the air right field.
That's a foul ball.
That is foul. That one in triple digits.
Ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the Astros lead one, and it remains 5-3. Back here in Houston, all set to start the ninth in this one. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Now, Ha-Seong Kim.
Shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
Fastball for a strike. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
You know, varying speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Freeland in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike. Freeland thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
And now it's even up. Got it. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
The 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.